Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself tking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 40. Right. And Lance going to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And Lance again going to keep it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now Lance. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here we go.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
11-90.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can he get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 coming.
Mixon with a first down carry to about the 26 here.
You've got to be impressed by... front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 1, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Returnable here from the 38. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll run on first down. Atkinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down, single.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
19, 49ers, nothing.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow on play action. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 2, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they go play action now. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
On first down, Atkinson, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me,
sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Atkinson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Atkinson, and he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
On one, right?
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll decide to keep this once more. He'll pitch it back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are pouring it on. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Get set.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
But a team's turned it...
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been balling all day like Brady. Long You gotta choose.